I think that there's a balance between Manchester City being prepared to buy what Tottenham think is a certain valuation, Tottenham having the courage of a football club's convictions that most of them... Tottenham are not going to buckle. They are not going to do what Leicester did, which is allow Riyad Mahrez to run roughshod over them and to be able to get out of Leicester because he's prepared to go on strike. And Harry Kane's in a really invidious position because he's the England captain, he's got a profile, he's got a brand or an identity that goes alongside him, and Tottenham have got him for 3 years. So if Man City want him, bad news for you guys over there with this big bag of cash that you've got to pay precisely what Tottenham Hotspur want or buzz off.
What do you
End
think,
of discussion.
What do you think Daniel wants? I know it's difficult to second guess it. Yeah, sure. But if 125 mil has been knocked back, what does he want?
Well, I've adjusted and moved with the flex because I've listened to other people to convince me that there's a lower figure. I've always said it was 150 million quid. And then I've dropped my thinking, saying maybe it's 125, because Martin Keown said last week if it was 125 million quid, it'd be out the door, right? But I've always thought it was 150 million quid. That's where they would be, and that's where they will try and get to through some mechanism or another, whether there's 125 million up front and 25 million in real tangible, real legitimate bonuses that can make it up to 150 million quid.
Yeah.
Man City can do this if they want. They
Trevor,
can do this if they want.
Look at me. Honestly, should your beloved Manchester City be a buyer at 150 mil?
Not for me. Simple as that. Not for me. I think it's too much money. I think when you're talking about Harry Kane, you know the quality, you know the numbers that he comes with, but I think you also know that he's not perfect. You know that
Trev, if you've got, I mean, in the great scheme of things, with a football club that's got more money than God, and you know they have, right? What's the difference between 125 million and 150 million besides principle?
I don't think it's good
100
for the
million is
game.
not good for the game.
It's not.
125 is not good for the game.
150 is just stretching it too far.
But it's no different from 125.
Well, it is. It's 25 million pound more.
But come on, that falls out of their pocket on the way to the game.
I mean,
just not for me. Listen, I spoke to a lot of Manchester City fans. They're kind of sighing at 125 million. If they're talking about 150 million, it doesn't interest a lot of Manchester City fans. I'm telling you that for nothing now.
But it's almost laughable to say, well, I tell you what, I'll do 125, but not 150. I mean, 125
is obscene in itself.
We're talking about 16% more.
Yeah. Well, it's 50% more breaking the record than it is now.
Well, that's irrelevant.
And it's not.
That's
it's 20. Well, of course it's not. 100 million is the record now.
If they could get,
if you get it at 125, that's 25% more than that.
They could buy
if you don't, it's half.
If they could
more.
buy Erling Haaland, you're talking about principles rather than the practical reality. This is sentiment rather than facts. The facts of the matter is, if you can go to 125 million, if you can go to 125, you can go to 150. You're not buying Harry Kane for.
I don't agree.
At 125 million, you're not buying him for any resale value, right? You're buying him for the here and now. You're trying to buy the Champions League. You're trying to ensure your position is protected as the elite force in English football, dominating English football by buying the best players around.
You're trying to compete because you look at another striker
who's trying to compete.
Lukaku.
You're buying the best players.